Hey fashion designer, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to share with you how to make this beautiful one shoulder blouse. If you want to know how it's done, go ahead and grab your basic block pattern and let's start drafting. So right here I've got my front basic pattern and I'm going to mark a half or center point of your shoulder. And then once you're done doing this, you want to go ahead and extend it all the way to the bust point line. By the way, my basic block has the under bust and also the bust point line. So right here on the bust point line, you want to mark your radius. Mine is 4 inches. Now, once you're done marking your radius, as you see on the screen, you want to go ahead now and create the dot for the bust area. So the dot width is going to be around half an inch on both sides. So the dot width is around 1 inch. Then once you're done, you want to go ahead and shape this side. So I'm going to start right here from the chest line, moving all the way up to the other side here, right here on the under bust line. Now, once you're done creating this shape, it's time to create some contouring around the bust area. I'm going to mark a dot here on the armhole, and the dot width is going to be around half an inch. So this half an inch, we're later going to close it. So this is part of the contouring. And again, around the neckline area, I'm going to mark a straight line and create a dot of around half an inch. Now, once you're done around the bust, these dots are going to be closed down. So we want to go ahead on the under bust to create a contouring again. I am going to open it up on both sides, mark half an inch also. And then once you are done, you want to move on to the left side of your pattern. Now we want to create the one shoulder neckline. I am going to place my curved ruler like this from the neckline all the way to the chest line. And then I'm going to mark the center point of the shoulder over here and then extend it all the way down to the bust point line. Right about this part, I'm going to mark a dot width of around 1 inch, which is half an inch on one side and half an inch onto the other side. Now again, right here on the under bust, I'm going to do contouring and mark half an inch on both sides on the under bust line. And then once you are done doing this, you want to also extend this line for the upper part or the upper piece of the front pattern. You want to extend the line and also create a dot like so. This will actually help for this upper piece not to have any gaping. So for the armhole, again, I am going to create contouring. Okay, so the contouring that I'm going to do is to create a line on the armhole and then mark a half an inch for the dot. So this dot is going to be closed down once we cut out our pieces. So once you're done doing this, go ahead and cut out your pattern piece. Now we're going to start by separating the bottom piece for the front pattern. And I'm going to first separate the side piece. And then once you're done doing this, I am going to go ahead first and close the side dot. If your pattern comes with the side dot, that's good. First close the side dot, then close this dot that we've created, the half an inch dot. And this is how it will look. Now you want to do again the center piece of our pattern. You want to close the side or the dot. And then go ahead now and close the dot right onto the waist. And now, as you can see, you place a pattern paper underneath and just straighten up the lines. And this is how it will turn out. You have your two pieces for the front. Now the top piece, the neckline, you need to separate these two pieces also, as I'm separating them right here on the dot. And then I'm going to close this dot over here for the contouring. We're going to just close it and then close the side dot again. And then as you can see, you will notice that on the side, the lines are not matching. You want to go ahead now and make sure that you match all the lines. And just like that, your front pattern piece is almost done. So over here, you will notice there's also a dot right here. This will help to avoid any gaping. Make sure that you close it down also. And for this side piece, you will notice that there will be a shortage when you join it. Place a pattern paper and then mark 1 inch right on top. And then go again, reconnect it back to the armhole line. And you are done with the front pieces. All in all, your pieces should be around 4. And now it's time to draft the back pattern. The back patterns are always easy. So we're going to first mark the shoulder width, which is around 3 inches. Make sure that it is the same as the front. So from that shoulder point, I'm going to go ahead and change or reshape my armhole and then create the neckline like so from the neckline here, and then open the dot on this side, which is we want to create tightness around or on the neckline for the back. So right here, I'm going to create a dot around the armhole because now it's going to be sleeveless. So you need to create a dot to avoid any gaping. And this dot is going to be around 1/2 inch big or wide. Now again, on this area, I am going to increase my dot leg all the way to this point. And then I'm just going to extend my dot all the way up. This will actually help for the blouse at the back not to have any excess fabric. Go ahead and cut out your pattern. My back pattern does have zip allowance, 1 inch zip allowance. So we need to close the armhole dot. I'm just going to open up the dot right here on the center. And then once you're done, open up your armhole dot and then just tape it down. Now, once you're done doing so, this is how it will look. I'm just going to open up this dot. So the back pattern is going to be cut 1 piece. So if you're enjoying this tutorial so far, please don't forget to give this tutorial a good thumbs up. This will actually help to grow the channel and for this tutorial to reach a lot of people out there. Now I went ahead and I reconstructed my pattern. Doing this is very good because we're able to see that there is going to be gaping right here on the neckline. So make sure that you close that gaping. I'm going to go ahead and take in the dot. But as you can see, the contouring actually helped right on the neckline to avoid any gaping. And also at the back, you're going to be sure that there's not going to be excess fabric. If you do construct a pattern paper prior to your fabric, you will get good results. So if you really enjoyed making this project as much as I did, please again, don't forget to share and subscribe. As for me, see you on the next one.